Darklands.
End of the line. Scott D. Foard.
For pity's sake, you'd think they'd let up.
They never do.
She was a looker, wasn't she? What a waste.
Ain't no food up here, and we all gotta eat. They're just units to be processed, Jimmy. Nothing more. You can't think of them as people anymore.
Why? What's the harm? Even dead, she got a nice rack. Tell me if that was alive, you wouldn't want to be with that all night long if things was different.
Well, maybe. But they aren't different. To survive, deal with what's in front of you, and the rest will take care of itself. Remember that. You taught me that.
It's nice to know you learned something from me in your time here, but this is bad enough on its own. Might as well take half a moment to appreciate the beauty of the thing. Take this face. Very nice cheek, soft to the touch. A bit cold, but soft, and she got a butt that won't quit. You gotta stop and smell the roses, if you know what I mean.
Do we have to do this every time? Let's just get on with it, Jimmy.
That's it for us, then, dear. Such a shame. Now, which do you want? Outsides or insides?
Outsides. Same as always. You know I hate the squishy parts.
I know, I'm just joking with you. Still gotta do something to break the monotony. This is the part I really hate. I like pretty eyes on a girl.
Are you trying to get at me today? She's female. She's dead. There's nothing any more special about her than any of the others. So let's just get on with it already.
I know, it just takes a second. But afterwards... Oh well, it's like right after you banged them. Suddenly they don't look so pretty no more.
Every time I think you can't get worse, you do. How can you be so disgusting?
So what? Disgusting? In case you ain't noticed, buddy, you're right down here with me. You think I like stripping bodies down for parts for these bastards?
Yeah, Jimmy, I kinda do.
Yeah, well, it's either me doing this here or me ending up coming down from air. And you have to be an alive dog to wonder who the dog at the top is. I'll stick with my scraps. At least I earn them.
It doesn't have to be this way, Jimmy. We can make this place better, treat each other better, but you keep finding ways to make it worse.
That's dangerous talk in a place like this. And what about you then, huh? I don't see you dashing off to attack some transport or start a revolution. As far as me goes, don't forget they don't give a flying fart whose arm's in that bin, or whose brain neither.
Big Percy thinks the same as me, so you'd best let me go.
Ah, there it is. 2 against 1 again.
It's not like that. Look, nobody gives two craps about a bunch of murderers locked up in a pit like this, but we can be more.
That's where you and I agree. Just you remember that my way of thinking is in line with our current reality. Until things change, you and Big Percy are wasting your time daydreaming.
They don't just have to be dreams, Jimmy.
That's Mr. Jimmy to you, sonny boy. And you better get used to saying that. This may be a dung heap of a world, but I'm looking to move up in it. So you best wise up and get your head back in your job. head in the job. All right, dear. Let's get rid of these lady bits.
What the hell? Not again.
Just the big boss is blowing off some steam, maybe.
Maybe.
Pipe down. Here she comes.
My heavens, what a stench! No wonder this place needs adjustment. Control has a major initiative coming and we need to be ready. This is an important effort and an important week, people. I need results. And so far, I'm not seeing what I like, and neither is Control. Now, where is your section director?
In the back. In his office, ma'am.
Boys, go and fetch him for me. This unit has been under review for some time. You two seem to work well together. Quite frankly, I like you. I like men that get down to their work and don't ask questions.
That's us, ma'am. No questions.
Did I tell you to speak? Your part is silent. So no talking from either of you while I am looking over this disaster.
Stop! Please, you don't have to do this.
It is precisely that kind of thinking that puts me in such a pickle. What am I to do? You manage your unit well, but you keep up this foolish effort to undermine the very authority you represent.
I'm just trying to make things better.
Like you've done in the past? All those wasted lives, just because you think you know better than I do. Camera on.
We're live to everyone.
Good evening to you all. I just wanted to take a moment to give everyone a program note. As you can see, we're making some changes here. We hope they'll be positive ones that help us all achieve our program's mission and the highest rating of any crew yet. Despite this setback in this one unit, we know everyone will keep doing their utmost to make all your time spent with us the best it can possibly be. Thank you all. Ciao. Oh, doing your...
And now we're out. Sorry, boss.
You did that deliberately, you simpleton. You never miss the chance to make me look foolish, leaving me there with that cheesy smile. Where was I?
You still have to choose this one's replacement.
Ah, yes, my favorite part. Now, which one of you two really wants the job?
I do, ma'am.
We find you particularly odious. Are you sure you want the job?
No questions.
You don't even know what it will take to earn the promotion.
Doesn't matter, ma'am. Whatever needs doing, I'll do it. It's one thing this job has taught me, ma'am.
This job would teach you that. But I want someone in charge of this unit that understands much more than simply the value of doing as they're told. I need someone that shows me results. That's all they need to care about. How does this unit rate compared to the others? So I have to consider all the angles.
I understand, ma'am. Thank you for even considering it.
What about you? You're awfully quiet. Don't you want the job?
I don't think I'm the one you want.
Why not? You've been here longer than him. You don't ask questions, you get the job done. I've had my eye on you for some time.
I'm flattered, but not really interested.
Intriguing. The new manager will be able to make drastic changes around here, you know. I plan to commit significant resources to support the ideas that the new man brings to the job.
What kind of changes?
Well, now, see, you are interested after all. Special rank comes with special privilege, dearie. We can discuss that part of the compensation if you really want the job.
What do I have to do to earn it?
So glad somebody finally asked that question. You see, this is the only truly creative part of my job. How to decide between two candidates who is worthy. Frankly, I think it's one of my strengths that the company fails to recognize. I think the promotion should go to who is most willing to inspire the other workers with his promotion.
Great idea, boss.
Shut up, Toad. Of course it's a good idea. I've done this before, you know. What's the best way to motivate the workforce? I have it! We have a scheduled punishment broadcast coming up. Whoever wants to kill their predecessor gets the job. What say?
Yes.
Why not? Easy work for a man of your skills. You can make changes.
You got other guys that would do that job just as well as me.
True, but they didn't test as well as you did. Very high marks. You've been a real disappointment so far.
Sorry to have let the team down.
Yes, quite. You sure? Last chance. No? Well, fine. We'll go with the disgusting one.
Thank you, ma'am. I won't let you down. You can rest assured of that.
I'm already lowering my expectations just in case. Here are your keys. They give you access to the property room. Use that to reinvent this cesspool. You two, take that one away. Finally, here is your control rod. Please remember that it encodes each use per unit. So the more you use it on a specific individual, the worse that individual is physically harmed by the electrical discharge. Be judicious. We don't have an inexhaustible supply of units. I won't bother asking if you have any questions because I'll only tell you to ask someone else. So, now, you go and report to the central station for role reassignment. We can't have you promoted looking like that.
No, ma'am. No, we cannot.
Very well. I've spent enough time in this abattoir. Let us away!
What about his replacement?
Oh, just send in one of the extras. You can train someone to do your job, can't you?
If I have to, ma'am.
We'll go that way then. Where's my share sheet? I'm going to need that. Out of my way, little people.
Yes, sirree. About damn time. So, let's start all over again, nice and sparkly clean. Righty right?
Right.
Right what?
Right. Mr. Jimmy. Whatever you say.
That's more the spirit, son. That's your place. It used to be my place, but now I'm one rung up. Life is good.
What's next?
I'll be going to my office now. Take a seat and watch over all 4 sections and make sure all units are working their hardest. We should get the new guy shortly. You make sure he gets up to speed.
Goodbye, dear lady. We're done here. May you find peace somewhere else. Don't be scared. Come on in. You must be the new guy.
Yeah, ID number 1333248.
I'm Steve, or 9097. What's your name?
1 Harry. Harry Pinchwave from.
First thing they do when you get here is zap your brain. So it doesn't matter where you're from. You ain't there no more. So, Harry, let me tell you what we do down here.
Where the hell is this place? I've been locked up for. God. I don't know. Who are you anyway?
Look, you better calm down.
Calm down? You have a trolley full of heads over there. A jar of eyeballs. What is going on?
Look at my face. I survived things that would kill you 20 times over. They don't care which of us is down here. They only care that it keeps going. So, let's start again. My name is Steve. Let me show you what we do down here. It's just meat, kid. Remember that.
Really gotta dig that in there, Harry. These blades ain't the sharpest. Something else I can speak to the moderator about.
God help us all.
That's it, kid. Just slice away the flesh from the bones first and make them pieces about this size. After you get the head off, the rest is easy. Meat is meat.
How long have you been doing this?
If it still bothers you, you haven't done it long enough.
Yes, sir, boys. There's a new sheriff in town. New broom sweeps clean. Gotta think outside the box. There's no I in team, but we got plenty of them. See? That's an I joke, son.
Jesus, doesn't he ever shut up?
Come on now, work faster. You don't want me to use the control rod again, so slice and chop. Getting the job done is what counts. I worry about you, Harry. I worry you won't last. You got the stink of fear on you already.
Lay off, Jimmy.
Mr. Jimmy. Going slow for the new kid, is it? Well then, we have a teachable moment here. Give me that knife.
With pleasure.
You see, you don't need to be so precise. Take his arm here. You flayed off the skin. Why even bother? Just slice like this. Then saw off the arm at the shoulder. Then 2 nice chops. And there you go, all done. Quick as can be. Arms go here with the good meat. And the hand here, you can keep it. Catch. It looked like you could use a hand.
Back off, Jimmy, or so help me.
For gosh sakes, boy, I was just having a little fun with you. Merry laughter makes heavy work lighter. Now do the other arm just like I showed you. When you're finished, you can be our handyman.
Just ignore him, kid.
That's good advice. You better open your ears up to it. We gonna have some big changes around here, you'll see. Sums up, boys. Hang on. It's the moderator. Look sharp, fellas.
My, this is different. Much, much cleaner. I can see that you've instituted some very useful changes around here.
Yes, ma'am. I like to think my ideas have helped out the cause.
Yes, not bad at all. I like the addition of the rolling bins. The unit can simply deposit the harvest into the right bin as it goes by in sequence. Have you had a chance to sync it up with the Rough Cut protocol yet?
No, ma'am. We only got all this done a day or so ago, but that should be my next focus for all 4 sections.
See that it is. While these changes have produced an increased share, I suspect that simply modernizing this section would have done the same thing.
Excuse me?
I mean, sure, it's nicer, but I expected more. And then you lowered even those already dim expectations. You should look to the directors in other sections and adopt some of their successes.
I don't know what to say.
I'm so surprised. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'm going to give you a little management problem. Call it on-the-job training, if you like. I can't wait to see how you'll solve it. So, clear up the last of this harvest and get ready to dazzle us all.
I won't let you down, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am. You can count on me.
We're done here. Come on, let us away to the next unit.
What do you make of all that?
Leave us be. We've got work to do.
How can I do that? This one here's still green at the sight of a little blood, and you're slow as molasses running uphill.
Whining about it isn't gonna make it go away, Jimmy.
Mr. Jimmy. No matter. I'll only yell at me. It's you two they'll be slicing up. You should best be thinking about that.
How about you go yell at someone else for a little while so we can finish up here? You want us to be ready, right?
I'll give you a couple minutes to clear the decks, but you best have a come-to-Jesus meeting with your boy there. He's already up to 7 on the control rod. Only 3 more.
What's your count, Mr. Jimmy?
Never you mind. Now get about your business.
Yeah? You better walk away.
You're not helping matters with that. He's a bully. Don't talk to him unless you have to. He'll eventually get bored and move on to stick pins in someone else.
But you've known him a long time, right?
I was one of the first ones here, so I know the score if that's what you mean. And speaking of scores, his number on the control rod is 4.
Why so low?
He's a braying jackass, that's for sure, but he knows when to kiss butt. Almost done?
Yeah, just finishing up with the intestines. What about you?
Yeah, just removing the feet. Oh, what? My number? 8.
Wow. I barely survived the first 6. I can't imagine. Is 7 bad?
I limp everywhere and I haven't taken a normal dump since. Does that answer your question?
Sorry, just asking.
And that's how you get to 7. Just asking. Now finish up.
All done. Let's clear the receiver.
Should be any minute now. They see we're ready for the next one on the camera. Great. Another female. In surprisingly good shape. So Jimmy's gonna be extra attentive, if you know what I mean, kid. Hey, you okay?
It can't be. No.
What, Harry?
No, not you.
Oh, geez, Harry, come on, don't tell me.
It's Shelley. I can't.
Harry, I don't know who Shelley was, but you have to. And I mean right now.
She was my wife. How can I?
I don't care if she was the Queen of England. At least pretend to be doing something, or Jimmy will see it on the camera.
I don't care. I can't do it. She's my wife, Steve.
I heard you the first time, but right now, you need to look busier than you've ever looked before. She's dead. If you don't want to join her, then you better start doing something, and I mean immediately. Take the knife in your hands. Show it a few times, but keep it tucked up tight. Jimmy can't see anything if you keep the knife pressed up against your hip and away from the camera.
Okay. My God. What are we gonna do?
I don't know yet, Harry. Let's take a minute, but I know how hard this is. But get on top of it. Just keep moving.
I don't think I can do it.
You have to. Just keep it together long enough for me to think.
It's so cold. So still.
So let's try to keep whatever dignity she had and not die ourselves in the process. If Jimmy finds out about her...
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry it has to be this way, Harry, but that's the way it is. The outside world is dead to us anyway.
Yeah.
You ready, Harry?
No. But let's do it.
Do what then, boys?
Let us get on with our work.
Yeah.
So, what was it that was keeping you from it in the first place? Step aside, boy.
Don't, Jimmy. Please.
It's Mr. Jimmy, and don't what?
Don't overreact, Mr. Jimmy.
Oh, I see. So that's it then? This girl?
You don't understand. I was...
Lonely. That's what you were.
What?
Lonely and new and... Well, here she is, and, I mean, we all have urges, don't we? You know.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry.
And you should be. I'm ashamed of you, boy.
So you understand then?
Sure. I understand. Looking at her again, kinda with fresh eyes, so to speak, I can completely understand. I'm ashamed of you for not sharing. I mean, we all have urges, don't we, boy? Seems a waste, but I really can't stay, and you're both behind schedule. Moderator wants to see me right away, so work faster. Chop, chop.
We have to do something, and we have to do it now.
I know. There's no telling when he's coming back, though.
That doesn't matter. He's gone now. Let's get her out of here.
To where, Harry?
Excuse me? Anywhere else.
In case you hadn't noticed, there is nowhere else. This is the end of the line, pal.
What are you saying? She's my wife. I have to do something.
What you have to do is think. Think straight. You don't want that freak knowing what you know. You can't help her anymore, and if you do something stupid now, you'll just get killed too and maybe take me with you, and that I just can't have. I'm sorry.
So what? I just give up?
There's nothing to give up. She's another body in the chute, nothing more anymore. All those special memories and all the smiles, all of it's gone. Now be her husband and do right by her.
And that means chopping her up.
Look around you. That's exactly what that means here. You do it, or someone else will. I'll help you. We'll do it nice.
No.
Harry.
We can't do it nice. It's not something nice to do. But let's get on with it just the same.
Now you're thinking straight. I'll do most of the work. You wash your face. I'll get started down here.
Thank you.
All right, then. Here we go.
Forgive us, Shelley.
Tell me that didn't just happen.
She's alive? Oh my God, do you know what that means?
I'm afraid I do.
Don't just stand there. Check her pulse or something. We can't let her die.
Harry.
No, not again.
Just listen to reason.
No, she's alive.
Do you think that makes things easier? Think, man. This was bad enough when we were just hiding her dead body from Jimmy.
Oh my God, you're right. We have to get her out of here.
Again, to where? If I could get me out of here, I'd have done it a long time ago.
Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
I'll tell you what you're gonna do.
Jimmy, I didn't hear you come back.
Obviously not. And my, what a lovely scene do I come back to. Touching little family reunion, is it? My, my, my.
Stay away, Jimmy.
So, little lady still got the old oxygen habit, does she? How interesting.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, you know me, always handy. You two mutts were acting queer, so I thought I'd stick my head back in and see what was so interesting. And my, oh my, am I ever glad that I did. Now step aside, Harry, and let Mr. Jimmy take care of her for you.
She's practically dead, Jimmy. The only reason she reacted is because I stabbed her with the knife.
That means she's still breathing, and that makes her the best date I've had in a long time.
You better be prepared to kill me with that thing, Jimmy.
He is, you idiot.
Comes down to who's alive and who ain't at the end of the day, don't it?
I said you can't have her.
So it's just you and me then? What are you gonna do, 9097?
2 against 1, right? Steve?
Look, boy, he's thinking it through.
Steve?
He understands the way things is. No girl's worth his dying over, especially one that's already done for. Right, 9097?
Steve!
I'm sorry, Harry.
That's the ticket.
You can't.
There's no other way. She's already gone.
You said it yourself, boy. 2 against 1. Now give me the girl and I'll just whoosh her on out of here. And you don't need to get yourself all nice and dead.
It's all right, Harry. She's already dead.
Listen to your friend, boy. You don't need to join her. Just give her to me.
No.
She's dead, you idiot.
It's all up to you. What are we gonna do, Harry?
Fine, Jimmy. Just let us dispose of her.
You're missing the point, boy. You can dispose of her later, but I want her now.
Ow. Steve, help me.
There's no point. She's dead, Harry. It's all gone. There's nothing left to fight him for. Let him have what he wants.
But she's my wife.
He's out like a light, Jimmy. Now take her and go.
Oh, no, not yet. There's a cherry on top for old Jimmy. I want him to stay all quiet like and watch. So it's stealing the spine for you. That way you can have a good view. You may not be able to move or say nothing, but you'll see it all, and I hope you feel it right to the end. And that'll be that. Steve, you'll get a new partner. I might even let you have a go at her when the bloom's off this particular pedal. Can you hear me, Harry? I know you can. You ain't dead yet. Not a hale and hearty fellow like yourself. I never did like you, Harry, but I'm gonna love your wife.
Jimmy, we're running out of time. The moderator has surely noticed the production shutdown.
Well, she can go to hell. This is all mine. Rank has its privileges and all that. Roll her onto this cart and we'll put old Harry up in her place. That way there'll be fewer questions.
What? No, Jimmy.
Yes, Steve. You'll do as you're told, or I'll take you to number 8 on this. I'm not sure what it'll do to you, but I'm pretty sure you remember number 7 as well as I do. Thought you were next on the slab. Now do as you're told.
You leave me no choice, Jimmy.
That's the idea, and it's Mr. Jimmy. You keep forgetting that part. That's right. Roll right on the cart. Now let's get old Harry up here. Come on, give me a hand.
Be careful. The floor's wet there.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how much blood the live ones pour out. There. Nicely done.
You want me to wash her up for you, Mr. Jimmy? I mean, before you...
Yeah, that's proper, ain't it? She should be made presentable for a man. Don't you think, Harry? It'll be like you was not only giving away the bride, but watching the wedding night, too. Hey now, what are you doing? I said wash her, not drown me.
I know. But now, the odds are even.
What are you talking about?
That rod's electrical, and we're all wet, including you. So if you use that thing, you'll just be another body on the slab. I've been waiting for years to do this, Mr. Jimmy.
Calm down now. No need to get crazy. We can work this out. The moderator. You can have a promotion. You can have my job. The perks, the girl, you can have it all.
I don't want her, Jimmy. I just want to kill you.
You don't understand. Stay back.
It doesn't have to be like this. I know you can see me. Are you watching? Because of you, they're all dead. And now it's just me. So what do I do now? Huh?
Oh, my goodness. Check them out. Are they all dead?
Yes, ma'am. They're all dead.
Ugh, what a pity. I'm so sorry we couldn't do a sequel to this. Oh well, that's a wrap here. Let's strike all this and do a reset for the next one, okay?
So, what now? Are you gonna kill me?
No, darling. Oh, you're the highest rated channel this network has. Your little melodrama has been playing out for over 10 years at #1, too. Unheard of. But this year, well, not so successful.
What are you talking about?
Ah, that's the grim side effect of your assignment here, the memory evacuation. You are part of a broadcast team. We have the most successful entertainment franchise ever.
So, this is just a TV show?
No, it's a prison. A penitentiary in space for society's worst murderers and those sentenced to die on the surface. Here you can be put to useful purpose.
Useful? This is a slaughterhouse. What's useful about that?
Oh, come with me, dear one. Check out the director's office.
Holy cats!
Impressive, isn't it? There's your home, the whole planet right under your feet. But being a multiple murderer, they sent you here. You see, on the ground, society just spent money housing you in a pit of murder and depravity. So Earth developed this facility. My own small contribution was to convince them to broadcast the experience to viewers at home.
Wait, who did I kill?
I can pull your records, but if memory serves, 9 people, including your husband. Oh, grisly thing, that one.
I don't believe you.
Well, then go ahead and step outside. Perhaps the lack of oxygen will convince you. Didn't you ever wonder why you were so good at your job here? Or even why you were given the assignment?
But what about Harry? Or Shelley? Who did they kill?
Harry, 3 people. Drunk driving crash, I think. Perhaps we were stretching the rules on that one. And I'm afraid you have me on Shelley. I needed something to spice up where things were going.
But then you murdered her.
Quite right. But that's show business, so that's that. And it's a good thing if you really think about it, really, for the broadcast. I can't imagine that we would have made as much money if you all chose to create a paradise instead of a floating island of the damned.
It's a lot to take in. So, what happens now?
Why don't you just take a few minutes here and think about it? We need something fresh, something that pops. Even Mrs. Boo Boo, the Secretary of Media, thinks so. Speak of the devil, I have to take this. We'll chat later. Love ya. Mean it. Hello? Yes, Mrs. Secretary. I thought it was good too. Yes, I really think it's our best episode yet. I expect the overnight rating to be through the roof on both cable and the podcast sites. Oh, well, that's kind of you. Fantastic, Mrs. Secretary. I would never have thought he would have had such a flair for television. Well, it's a murderous business.